shooting makes me feel alive.
Meters, 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 meters. Meet creators with Pixani. This is a space to show all creators of Central Florida in English and in Spanish. Now we're rolling.
Yes.
Thank you so much for another episode of Mirrors.
Hey.
Meet creators with Pixani. I'm Pixani. Thank you so much for being here one more time. We are in Secret Studios, which is our main sponsor in this podcast, and I'm so happy to be here one more time. Now, in this episode with Abel, which is a very great and amazing. I'm amazed with you. You are a very, very great photographer. I think only because I met a lot of people in the industry, but you are one of those talents that you don't see everywhere.
Oh, thank you for your
Yes.
kind words.
Yes, and I'm very happy to be here with you. It's my honor to have you here in this couch to have this conversation and to share just a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
That's the main idea. So welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
How are you feeling right now?
It's okay. Yes.
That can you tell us where are you coming from? Because you're not from Orlando.
Yes.
This guy is not from the U.S. So tell us where are you coming from, and what do you do especially?
Yes. I came from the Philippines. I was born there, and I just came here to follow my wife. And last January 24. Yes. And I think we're starting to love Florida.
Excellent.
yes,
The hot
yes.
weather.
Yes, the good weather, just like the Philippines. Yes, the humidity, just like the Philippines.
Really?
Yes, and the beach make me feel like I'm shooting in the Philippine beach. Yes, the sunset. Yes, and of course the girls and the models. Yes.
Awesome. So I'm very glad that you're here now.
Yes, thank
And
you.
then your wife came here and brought you here.
Yes,
Like you're
yes.
gonna come here, Abel, please.
Yes.
And
Leave
you're
all
like-
the models there. Yes, leave photography.
No, but
Yes.
you're continuing to photography here.
Yes.
Because I
Maybe.
think when you have a talent, it doesn't matter where you are. It's gonna follow you.
I hope so.
No, I'm
Yes.
sure about that.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. So you came here in January. It's about almost 4 or 5 months
Yes.
since you came here. How many? No. Did you expect to continue doing photography in here when you came from the Philippines? What were you thinking? Like, oh, I'm going to go to the US and I'm going to keep shooting, or this is going to be just another new life?
Maybe before I came here, I saw all my equipments in the Philippines. Maybe I'm starting to think if I continue photography in the US, maybe as a wedding photographer, maybe that will make my wife happy. And when I came here, I meet Aram and show me around with all the models, and I'm starting to bringing my model photographer spirit came back. Yes, slowly it came back. So here I am right now, still shooting models. Yes, but I'm
Excellent.
starting to get some clients through referrals, but it's okay. But my wife really wants me to decide whether to pursue a serious photography job or be a nurse. So I still have, I think, few months to decide.
Be a nurse?
Be a nurse because I'm a nurse in the licensed nurse in the Philippines.
Oh, that's a completely opposite.
Yes. Because during the pandemic, before the pandemic, after how many years not using my profession, I almost decided to be a nurse. But after a week in applying to a certain unit in our city, the pandemic came. So all the beginner practicing nursing is uh, not allowed to continue to have a duty there. So that's where I realized maybe being a nurse is really not for me. And during the pandemic, a lot of models came to me to shoot them.
What makes you love photography?
I think I don't love photography. I'm obsessed in photography because I think uh, shooting makes me feel alive. Yes, it's not doing something to be happy, to feel happy. I think I need to do to feel alive. Yes, because without a camera, I think my mind is useless. Yes,
Because there is where you have your talent.
I
And
maybe
let me tell you something. Abel have taken some photos for me. It was just very randomly. We
yes.
had the equipment out. He said, "Let's shoot something," and I also saw him shooting a couple of more people. One of our we had a Pixels meetup
Yes.
last week here in the studio that you can check out on the social media. But also he was shooting one of the owners of the studio. And I've seen how he can visualize the image that he wants. Not everybody has that. Let me tell you, because I've been with a lot of people that they're in front of the camera and they're like trying to figure out what to do. You know what to do. You know what you want from the model. I can see that passion that you have in
Thank you.
photography.
Thank you.
So I think you have a lot of success ahead, even here in the U.S. Even though nobody knows you right now, but last myself, I just came here and I decided on the pandemic. I was
Okay.
going to just be myself and working with my talents.
Okay.
Because before I was working in other jobs, but I decided I was going to live by this, okay? And I didn't know anybody because I was new here in this country also. And slowly with the talent, with personality, people knows you, people recommends, and it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Now it's your decision.
Okay. Yes.
And a conversation with your wife, of course.
Yes.
But do you remember when was the first time and how was it the first time that you shoot somebody, that you had a photo shoot? Do you remember and how long was?
I think way back 2009, 2008. Yes. Yes, way back 2009 and 8.
And how was it?
Maybe on that time. It's okay because I love movies and there's also already a camera on our cell phones. Just like taking a photo with our cell phone. It doesn't feel anything. Just normal. Yes. But uh, at that moment, finally, is the only way that uh, that I can capture all the memories. Yes.
What would you say to the new talents, Abel? Like an advice.
An advice to new talents,
Mhm.
uh, photographers, or maybe videographers, or anybody there. The lack of validation, lack of resources, or maybe no time. Maybe start to think that anybody or all photographers is experiencing that kind of situation. Yes. And all of you there who are struggling right now as an artist and get intimidated because of the social media, the problem right now is the social media gives a wrong impression. A lot of aspiring artists get the wrong impression because they only see the success on the internet. They don't see the struggle, the the sleepless night. The artist is practicing the years. They only see the success on the internet. It makes them feel that they are very little compared to that photographer heroes. So uh, keep doing what you do. And if you're chasing uh, money and success, it's a good thing. But when you there's no amount of money or success that will satisfy you if you're chasing that. Be be art itself the reason why you're doing art, because the art itself is already a reward, and that will give you fire and energy to continue doing, even if you have already the money and the success that you are wanting to. Yes.
It should comes with the things that you love doing it.
Yes, because if you always do for money, your art and skills will suffer. Because sometimes uh, the people that will give you a good money is not an artist. They just want you to do a certain job that they like.
Hmm.
Yes. So as an artist, it only feeds your pocket, but not your soul. And feeding your soul is important,
Yes.
especially nowadays after the pandemic, realizing that mental health has a play a very important role in our life.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's correct. But now I want to challenge your talent, if that is okay with you.
Yes.
This episode is thanks to our sponsor, Secret Art Studios, located in St. Cloud, Florida. This is a place for creators where you can simply do your photography, videography, or podcasting. Simply type secretartstudios.com on your browser or at Secret Art Studios on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So, I'm gonna just present a situation,
Okay.
and you're gonna give me your solution
Okay.
from your perspective.
Okay.
Okay? From Abel, how would you do if that happens to you?
Okay.
Okay?
Oh.
Imagine that you have a photo shoot plan. Okay? You're gonna shoot with three models.
Three model.
Three models.
Okay.
These are
Sexy models.
Sexy models.
Young and sexy models.
Yes.
Beautiful models.
Beautiful models.
I'm into it. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You have everything set up, everything planned. You're coming. The photo shoot is gonna be in a river.
Okay.
The models are gonna be with you. You have a team of 3 assistants with you because it's a lot of work.
Okay.
Okay? And you need help with the lighting, with the equipment, with makeup. So you have the 3 assistants with you, and it's gonna be 3 models.
Okay.
When you get to the place, only 2 models are in place, 1 cancel,
Okay.
and 2 assistants cancel.
Okay.
What would be your solution for
It would
that?
be very easy because I used to shoot a one-man person. Yes. Because sometimes when you do nude photo shoot, a model only wants me to be there on her place. So I used to do a lot of photo shoot with me alone. But with that kind of situation that you're giving me, it depends on the intention of the photo shoot. Maybe for an editorial photo shoot, so maybe the organizer will understand. In that kind of photo shoot, it's not the job of the photographer to make sure the model will go or not. It's the organizer. So if it is a fun shoot, it would be a problem. But usually when that happen, usually my assistant will be the model. Because most of my assistant in the Philippines are good looking for my eyes. Yes.
Okay.
So that's a trick. That's a trick. Have a good assistant, good looking assistant. So if the model will not come, you have an extra model. Sometimes they are better than the model. Yes.
That's smart.
Yes.
It's very smart.
Yes. Yes.
What do you prefer? Continuous lighting or flashes?
It depends on the situation. Sometimes if a client wants a lot of photos, use a continuous lighting, because the model can do whatever pose you want, and the lighting is still continuous. There's no limitation. But the strobe, my style of strobe, I love shadows. One move, the lighting should be not go. One false move, the lighting will so bad. Will make it look bad. The shadow, yes.
Okay, so you said that it will depends on the
The
purpose.
depends on the demand on the situation.
The demand.
Yes, but I prefer my style of shooting. Yes, but usually depends on the demand on the situation. Continuous lighting is good, especially when I shoot wedding. So I shoot wedding sometimes, or outdoor. Available light is also good. Really depends on your situation. Yes, but sometimes if you used to shoot a lot, uh, the hardest setup or lighting sometimes will make us satisfy. Yes, the more challenging, the more achieve the feeling of achievement is there.
More
Yes,
achievements, for
yes,
sure.
yes. It's a
Okay.
challenge.
So no preferences about flash and continuous. It will
Yes,
all depends.
yes, yes.
What about the brand of the camera?
Uh,
What's your preference?
I tried to edit a lot of photos from different camera, but I think I prefer Canon, because when I shoot strobe, the skin tone is really really look good in my eyes. Yes, and really looks good also in most of the presets. I have a lot of photographer friends from Nikon, uh, transferring to Canon, because most of the skin tone of the Canon are friendly to the presets. Yes, but Nikon also good. The dynamic range of the Nikon is good. But nowadays, I think uh, camera brand plays a little role in a very beautiful masterpiece. I think it's the concept.
Okay.
I think it's the concept.
Two things. First, tell me where we can find you on social media. If you have a website, if you have any channels, let us know. And second, I would like to know, for everybody to know, what are your next plans.
Okay.
Okay, so first question first.
Okay, you can find me at Instagram, Abel_Matthew, and that's it.
Perfect. On Instagram, Abel_Matthew. And then what are your next plans? Like your next plans. What is next for Abel?
I don't know. Maybe it remains to be seen. Yes, makes me a more make me feel sometimes you want to be lost just to be found again.
That's it. That's
Yes.
completely true. Give me 5.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Abel. I'm very happy to have you here in the podcast, and thank you. I will be, how do you say? I will be always be very appreciated about this. Thank you so much, and I know your decision already.
Okay.
But thank you so much, guys. We see you in another podcast of MEETORS, Meet Creators. Thanks to our sponsor, Secret Studios, you have heard MEETORS with Pixani. Don't forget to listen to us in all platforms and to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at MEETORS. Bye-bye.